Hey folks, so let's talk about email templates. Now, I'm not 100% sure how we do it at our company, but usually in the industry, what happens is we create these manual templates in HTML and CSS, and then we have to verify them in every single email client. And we use tools like Email on Asset for that, maybe. MailSR has functionality to figure that out. So it's like a 10-year-old process, right? That has never changed. I ran into React Email and I really liked it because effectively what you're doing is you're creating an email template using React components and you have the whole React ecosystem like styles, Tailwind, all these cool things. Now, I tried this out, right? And all you have to do is install a few packages and you can see them in the PR that I'll send or in the documentation. But here's my simple template. You are importing a few components, including Tailwind. So if you want styles, you can do that, or you can do inline styles, which I don't really like. You're importing them from React email components, and then I guess this is your generic template, like with your HTML. The preview is what you see in the email when the someone receives it. So we're not going to probably see this here right now. But then you wrap it with your styles, body, container. So the generic, very simple things. But usually you have to do this with manual HTML and CSS, which is a lot of work. But the verification in different email clients, that's the hell to deal with, right? That's just so much work. And at this point in 2023, we shouldn't have to worry about that. Anyway, so here's my simple component. It's just using React email component. So if this is a component, I can probably component test it, right? So let's try component testing that. So I'll just copy path of this thing here. All right, and then we'll do it this way. We'll just create from component something, right? And then yeah, we see that over here. And since I'm using TypeScript and ESLint, it immediately says that you're missing some attributes. So I can just add this, I guess. So it should take the property that I'm passing here. So I pass my name. So it should probably say, hello, my name, right? So let's do some TDD here, right? Should, that's cool. And then I guess, so this link is going to be a tag and should have attribute, blah, 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 the same thing. That's probably right. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's just run the spec and then boom, right? This is my template. So I can component test my email template, but that's not all. You can do even more. So right now I have my component test running here and I forget that this is the component test. This is, I think this is the, never mind, let's just open anyone. So there is a script here to effectively test your email template, but in a E2E fashion versus uh, component test fashion. So this is the command that comes with React email, email dev, and then you have to specify a port. Just make sure it's not the same port that you're using for your application. So if you run that command, it starts the application, and then it puts everything in this .react email folder. So you make sure to git ignore that because it's not a part of the application. Okay, and then let's see what that looks like. That's 3,000, so we want 30, 30. Like, look at this. So it will show you all the email templates. It's grabbing the component test. Of course, it's not going to show anything there. But if you look at the template, right, it's the same as our component test. Oh yeah, I think that is so cool. So this isn't like, I don't know what's happening here, but let's see. Yeah. This isn't, of course, it's going to send, it's going to verify if you receive the email. For that, you need to use something like MailStar. But this is good, right? And then you can even send the email from here. So let's see if that works. Let's see if we get this thing. It sent, didn't give a feedback, but I guess something happened. So we got, oh, I mean, yeah, we can even spot test the emails. I think this is really, really cool. Now that tells me then well, might you okay, you could probably just end-to-end test this and skip like something like MailerStar. Of course, it wouldn't be a real test, but it's still something. Um, yeah, I don't think that's a good test. So effectively, I mean, what you're doing is you would be starting. You probably have a start command saying start email preview, and it will exactly launch this. And you would use Cypress to uh, enter that email and send it. Whoop-de-doo, that doesn't really test that your backend is sending the right email. And for that, you have to do different things. So yeah, I think that's better. This is just for, I mean, it doesn't add any more value than the component testing, I think. But it's something, it's cool that you can spot test it. And if you have styles, I'm guessing that would probably work. Like, this is a thing. No, it's not a thing. Is that a thing? No, that's not a thing. I don't know much Tailwind, so let's see if that works. So, okay, cool. So we see that in the component test, and then should probably see it here too. Yeah, that's cool. So that's it. I mean, the main message here is React email. Check it out. Um, we're developing email templates like it's 10 years ago. Now we can do it in the React ecosystem, and that's pretty neat. And you can even test them since it's in the React ecosystem with end-to-end and component test, especially component test. And end-to-end, you should probably use MailSam for this, but component test at a lower level, it's pretty neat to be able to component test your email template. The best part is you don't have to go to every single email client and then check the validity or the visuals of your email windows. So I think that's the best cost savings. And that's it. That's all. Later.